All right, we'll kind of walk around the shop a little bit. So we got Camaros, we got Chevelles, we got, well, that's kind of abnormal. We got a GMC Viking hanging out over here. We got Novas, we got Coyote Swap Broncos. We got some normal stuff and some really abnormal stuff going on at the same time, including the Corvette over here. So the Chevelle build here, a little bit of backstory on this thing. So it came to us as a running, driving, turnkey, complete kind of deal. Well, it's not so turnkey now. So the problems we had were the quarter panels were only tack welded on, all the paint was splitting around the quarters. Try to open the driver's door, it would just fall off the latch assembly, the hinges were loose. And the more we looked, the more we started finding problems. As a matter of fact, when you look around the back window section on this, you'll see all the rust holes, and that kind of gives you an idea of how the entire car was done. So at this point, he had decided, you know what, let's just build a cool show car out of it. So now we've got a badass Roadster Shop Ride Line chassis with bare brakes. We got a Nelson twin turbo motor, good for 1250 horse, backing it by a T56, built to handle some power. And now we're just trying to kind of figure out how to make it all fit together. This is kind of a lack of a better plan, if you will. Now we're trying to make a car as we go. So this is like the whole focal point of the entire car, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, I was kind of throwing in some ideas when we first found out how bad the car was. This twin turbo motor was one of those big ideas. So this is 1250 horse out of the box with a mild tune. Pretty happy with how it looks. Now we got to figure out how to fit all this. If you notice, it should fit under the hood, but then we have basically no room for radiators. So that's where we're gonna have to build like a custom core support to house some big radiator. We're trying to do the math on now and still kind of shopping for that to figure out what'll fit best and what'll cool this thing up to that horsepower range. So the Roadster Shop chassis is a ride line. It has billet uppers and lowers and spindles, front and rear. The rear is actually a cantilever system on this. It is a 35 spline center section, billet uppers, lowers, and spindles, custom hub assembly, all from Roadster Shop. Cantilever is really going to be awesome. Part of the build process, we're actually going to make that just kind of the center presentation of the back of the car there, right under the package tray. We have a stainless steel welded twin fuel pump tank to keep up with that Nelson motor. And now we've got kind of a clean slate to do pretty much whatever we want. So we're talking about possibly widening maybe the entire car to some extent, or at least doing a wide body on the rear because we're going to stuff some 345 Michelin Pilot Sports under the back. And then coming to the back, we're talking about how we're going to build our own custom trunk floor. So it gives us a lot of artistic creativity, but then we're starting with basically nothing and trying to figure out what to build from there. We've not done a rendering on this car because it wasn't the plan, but now it's kind of gotten out of hand. So now we're trying to figure out how to kind of reel it in and decide a better game plan so we have a better functionality in the end for the car. All right, keep an eye on this project. We got a lot more coming on this. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, hit subscribe on that YouTube channel. You're on the spot or on the camera or nothing, but are you turning red? Yeah. Okay.